Yes, good evening, team. I hope you are doing well. Apologies for my late connection. I had some internet connectivity challenge, but now I have managed to get a good one. So I hope you can hear me. Confirm if you can hear me. If you can hear me, please confirm.
Yes.
Yes, Trebone. Yes, thank you very much. Sevi Audasmin, mi esas tres felicia. So I'm very happy. Mr. Hussein, you cannot hear us because you have not yet connected your microphone. So guys, our today's lesson is not going to take so long. Allow me to share my screen and confirm if you can see my screen. Right. So last week, uh, uh, we managed to meet, but Thursday we didn't meet since I was not feeling well. And you can even hear my voice is not a good one, but I'm trying my best to deliver what I can do so that also you are able to learn a little bit about our Esperanto in English. So thank you very much. Let me also welcome Aminata Jawara, Faith Amina, good recovery. Thanks to God, you are now back. Miss Alima, thank you also for your coming. Mr. Ibrahim Mugisha, welcome again. Mary, welcome. Najma Hassan, and we have also Hussein Idi. So the Gambia is represented by Minata and also Kenya, Fifth Amina, Tanzania is represented by Halima, with also Mary. Burundi, we have 3 people here. We have. Are we going to? I try to prepare about times. So when we are just making sentences, also to be focusing on times. The times in Esperanto is divided into 3 parties. We have what we called Nuna Tempo. And Nuna Tempo is present. It's an action which is currently happening. And we have also Venonta Tempo. It's an action which will happen, which is in the future. And we also have Pasintan Tempo, which is a past action. So let's also start by Nuna Tempo. With our Nuna Tempo, as you can see, is represented by us. Us as a finajo, it's an indication that the verb or you are using is in present, or it might be maybe in another time. So let's take, for example, a verb. The verb, we can say that let's take a verb to be. To be in Esperanto is esti. So suppose that you want to say I am cooking, for example. I am cooking. It's an action which is happening. So what you need to know first, sorry. Okay, so guys, what you need to know is that you need to have the personal pronoun. You need also to have a verb. You need also to have to know the time that you are going to use that verb, and also you need to have a complement. The complement, which is the maybe the adding action to the verb. So, for example, mi sei mi diras, mi sidas sur seggio. Mi sidas sur seggio. Sit is the verb to sit. Seggio is a chair, which means, let me call Aminata to explain this sentence. Mi sidas sur seggio. What is the meaning of this one?
I am sitting on a chair.
I'm sitting on a chair. Yes.
Hello?
Yes. You are right. I'm sitting on a chair. Or I sit on a chair. It can also work. So this one is okay. So the second one here is mi estas advocato. Advocato is advocate. Who can translate this sentence?
I am an advocate.
I am an advocate. This is good. Mi estas sidas. So as you can see, we say estas us. With the us, it give a meaning to the speaker that the action is happening now. Okay. So this one we need to make sure also, as we are starting to make sure we formulating we formulate a sentence, we need to know in which time we are going to use our verb. So what I can say, you guys, as I always tell others, is that Esperanto, if you are not making a research by your own, you cannot grow because it's a language, and the language is rich when you are good in grammar. So if you have poor grammatical, it means that also you have poor communication. You have a limited communication. So try to make a research at least per day. Make sure also you memorize two verbs. With the two verbs, in 1 month, it will be around 60 verbs. And this one is good. If you are in that journey, you are good to go. And the secret of language is to know, if I want to cook, how do we say to cook? If I want to eat, how do we say to eat? This is the fundamental of the language. But you cannot expect only when you meet here on Sunday, it's where maybe you want to show that you know Esperanto. No, please make a research, give also a challenge to your teacher. Give him some new words so that you can test him or say, ah, today. It will also give me time before I start making the lesson. I will also going to read a dictionary because I see there is people who are just looking for dictionaries and I'm not able to memorize all the verbs, but this is a challenge. So please give me also a challenge, give yourself a challenge so that also you are able to pick. So as I was saying, tempo in Esperanto estas grava, which means the times in Esperanto they are very important. You cannot teach when people don't know, when people doesn't know how the time is divided. So here with Asfinajo, this is Nuna tempo. Nuna tempo, this is a present. A present is defined by us. So as long as you are making a sentence, make sure that you use us as finajo. For example, we have a verb to cook. Cook is query, query. Fish is fisho. Who can make a sentence saying that I'm cooking a fish? A volunteer? I'm cooking a fish. A volunteer? I'm cooking a fish. Okay, Aminata? Can you please repeat? You are breaking? Aminata?
Me estas query.
Yes, mi estas quiranta. I am cooking. It's an action. But if you say I cook, I cook, how can we say? Because if you say I'm cooking, mi estas quiranta. But if I say I cook fish, how do we say? I cook fish. Who is a volunteer? The verb to cook is query. Fish is fisho. So how do we say I cook fish? Wait, what is it? Please.
Me queries.
Queries. Queries. You are just using past. We are now in present. How can we say in present? I cook fish.
Is it queries?
Mi cuiras fishone. Because the verb to cook is an action verb where it requires us to put a n at the end of, because the verb is an action. Mi cuiras fishone. Mi cuiras fishone. Who can say also who can say maybe I bath? Bath is to dushi. Au bani. You can say bani. Let's use the verb bani. I bath. How can we say? I bath. How can we say? Today the class. Mary. How do we say me? I bath. I bath. This is a present. I bath.
Mi banas.
Mi banas, yes. Mi banas. Bani is to bath. And when you say I bath, it means it's an action which is now happening. So can you see that you are able also to make to formulate your own sentence, but all what are the requirement to make a sentence is to know the verbs and to know also the names which you are going to add on your verb. Without that, you will be every day a beginner with no future. So let me proceed with the second. We are now in past. So here I make a mistake when I say venonta and I say is finajo. The title should be Pacinta Tempo. Pacinta Tempo. So you can read under here. You see that Pacinta Tempo is finajo. So how do we say maybe because the past, it's an action which is already past. So when I say, for example, I ate what? I ate. Let's use also fish. I ate fish. How can we say to eat? Is manji. Fish is fisho. Who can say I ate fish? Please help me. Huh?
Mi manjis fish. Fishon.
Mi manjis fishone. Mi manjis fishone. This one is very clear, and it shows that you ate fish. It's already a past action. So labori is to work. So when I can say I worked hard, I worked hard. Hard is very you can just say multe. Multe. Hard. So who can say I worked hard? because labori is to work. So make it in past. Who can make a sentence?
Mi laboris multe. Multe.
Mi laboris multe. Au mi laboris multon. Au mi laboris multen. All of this you can say, but mi laboris multen, it's also part. Got it. So you see that with the time, it give you a flow when you know a verb, and you know maybe a name which you are going to add. When you say I want to eat fish, you know fish is what, and the verb to want is what. So make sure also after the closure of this lesson today, you can start making your own sentences, and make sure also you come in the class with some few words or some few verbs which will allow you to make your own sentences. So we can see also venota tempo. Venota tempo, it's also a future. Here also for the title, there is a mistake. I forget to put O. So but you can read under, you see venota tempo os. It's the same. When we are saying the present is us, and the past is, and the future is us, we know that the future is an action which is not yet happened. So when you can say laboros is will work, something which will be happening will work. Labori is to work, but I will work, for example, how can we say I will work in a garden? A garden is giardino. In is ene giardino. Who can make a sentence? I will work in a garden. Any volunteer? I will work in a garden. Alima?
Okay. Mi laboros en giardene.
Mi laboros en giardeno.
Giardeno.
Yes. Giardeno. Mi laboros en giardeno. So
Mi
tomorrow,
laboros en giardeno.
yes, mi laboros en giardeno. I will work in a garden. This one is, who can say I will visit you? I will visit you. To visit is visiti. Faith Amina, help me to make a sentence saying I will visit you. Amina. Mr. Mugisha Ibrahim, make a sentence saying that I will visit you. Ibrahim Mugisha, I will visit you. Or any volunteer?
Mi visitos vin.
Mi visitos vin. Yes, I will visit you. Mi visitos vin. This is very important to know how to make a sentence. If you are in present, you know how to use the present. If you are in past, how to use past. This is a fundamental. Even if you can take a week studying verbs, studying grammar, studying what, but if you are not able to formulate a sentence, it will be nothing. Because what we are expecting you guys is to be able to communicate with others. is what we are targeting. If you are not able to communicate to others, it's nothing. So make sure also you try your best to improve. There is no any word which might be you might ignore. You know that it might also be very important for you to know it. So guys, allow me to proceed. So I before also I close my lesson, I also come in with something we called verbo formo and recta parolo. This is direct and indirect speech. This is direct speech. Because we have two types of speeches. The first one is direct speech, and the second one is indirect speech. Direct speech is when a speaker is speaking, but indirect speech is someone how you is an action there that you are reporting what maybe someone was telling. For example, I say, I eat. And someone who's reporting, he said that he's eating. You see, this is what also an Esperanto is. A reporter and the person who's doing the action. These are two people who are different to say something. So, ne recta parolo, this is indirect speech. And indirect speech, it's you can see by yourself. En iu lingvoi oni devas ĉe ne recta parolo, iafoje ŝanĝi la verboformo. En Esperanto oni ĉiam konservas la originala verboformon. So here they were saying that in indirect speech, in Esperanto, we keep the original verb. We don't change the original verb. This is very important, guys. That's why I want you guys to focus and to follow me clearly. With this director and the indirect verb. So, let's see. Li diris, mi volas manĝi. He said, I want to eat. In other languages, you know that a speaker, one is direct speech, and the one you convert it in indirect speech, the verb change. But in Esperanto, you keep the same verb, original verb. You can't change anything. For example, here we say, ni diris, li diris. He said, mi volas manĝi, I want to eat. So, a reporter is saying what? Li diris ke li volas manĝi. Li diris ke. This ke, this is showing that this is indirect speech. Li diris ke li volas manĝi. Okay. Ĉu vi diris? Have you said, mi estas feliĉa? Have you said that you are lucky? Or you are happy? So the direct speech is, ĉu vi diris ke vi estas feliĉa? You see that you only add ke and you keep the same verb as it was in the phrase state. So you don't need to change anything. And this is the best of Esperanto to make it easy the communication, to make it easy a language. Okay. So guys, I think who has a sentence or has an example? For example, let me give you an example and also you give me a good sentence. I say, I beat mi frapas. Mi frapas lin. Mi frapas lin. I beat him. Mi frapas lin. This is the direct speech. I am speaking right now. I beat him. Mi frapas lin. Who can take this sentence and put it in a indirect speech? Ne recta parolo. Who can do that? Any volunteer? Mary? Mi frapas lin. I beat him. How do we say? He said that he beat him.
Muse. Hey, sorry.
Uh-huh.
Li diris.
Uh-huh.
Li diris me frapas li.
Oh. Lidiris K. If you ignore K, there is
Yes.
no indirect. Lidiris K, li frapas lin. This is how we could say. Let me say also, I will play soccer. I will play soccer. Who can make indirect speech? I said, I said, I will play soccer. Midiras, Midiras, me, plays to Ludi, Ludi. Soccer is footballo. Ludi, footballo. Ludi, footballo. He said
Mi,
that he will soccer. How do we say?
mi diras. Mi diras que mi rude footballer.
Mi diras que miludos.
Mi ludos.
Footballer.
Footballer.
Yes, footballone.
Footballone.
Yes. Guys, I beg you to have a pen and a short paper because sometimes you can make your own sentence. So don't ignore yourself or don't minimize yourself. Make sure that also this lesson, you give it its value. I will telling you, this is a secret. You will find the importance of this language. In the next maybe year, you will see the miracle of this language. Try to make sure you put every effort in it. Beside people, there is people. We started, we are many, but today, as you see, we are still few. And those who are fighting, the result is closer. The class also is only remaining for 1 month. I think in November, we'll be finishing the first model. We'll evaluate ourselves and see how we can introduce the second phase. And this is second phase is very important because I'm going also to request other international teachers to be part and also to make sure also we can request, why not, your free subscription to UEA. And I think this one I need to do it. I will make sure that you get your free subscription to UEA so that you get access maybe to attend to our international travel or some international conferences. I think next week I might start asking each one of you the data for me to send this information. It's okay. So let me see also another type of maybe sentence which is char. Char. Why? Char is it's a reason. So let me go back. Is there anyone who has a question with this recta kaine recta? Recta is something that we are saying. For example, Amina is saying, I eat fish. I said, I eat fish. I eat fish. And someone who's reporting say, she said she eats fish. In Esperanto, you don't change a verb. Li diras ke li manjas fish on. So you don't need to change. This ke is very important because it's where it shows that someone is reporting, someone was saying something. So chare, this chare now is it's another word which give us time to show the reason. It shows a reason. Char protie K. This is the it gives you a meaning. The reason why this happened, it's because char. So here they said example. La tranchilo tranchas bone. A knife cuts very well. Why a knife cuts very well? Why? It's because charge esas acra. Just acra, which means it looks like it's new. This knife is cutting very well because it's new. The reason to cut well, it's because, and it's because means in Esperanto char. La infano ploras. The kid cries. Why the kid cries? Char volas mangi. Because he wants to eat. Voli is verb to want. Mangi is to eat. Char volis mangi. Au li volis mangi. The reason why the kid is crying is because he wants to eat. Char vi estas tiele servema, mi faras al vi donacon. Char vi estas servema. The reason why you are, it's because you are a good saver, a good savior. I will reward you. Mi faras al vi donacon. I will reward you. I will give you a gift. Donation is a gift. Char. It's okay. So I can see that this maybe the two. I decide also you guys to start thinking, because you will explain to someone the reason why you come late. I came later because I was in a meeting. Mi estas malfrue, char mi estis en conveno. Char. You need to explain every day. Char, it's a reason why something happened, and you give it a meaning, or you give it an explanation. So guys, this is the end of our today lesson. So allow me to thank you guys for your attendance. But before we close, if there is anyone who has a question, someone who has a comment, please allow me to challenge me, and also I will give you the answer which is relating to what you have asked. Please, the question if they are there. Okay, so I think I will give you in the WhatsApp group the details, because I want to start collecting your data, so that I will request to wear your free membership access, special people from the Gambia, with people from Kenya, with people from Nigeria, no, not Nigeria, with people from also Tanzania. Some of you, those who are very active, I will try to make sure also I request for your membership, your free membership from your respective countries. And Amina also, I'd like to let you know that today we had a meeting with the African Commission, and also we have approved that the seminar of the it's a ninth African Congress that will happen in Kenya. So we still to determine maybe with the other members. So tomorrow or maybe Monday, I will send a formal email to the International Universe of Esperanto, so that they may take in consideration our meeting, extraordinary meeting, and we make sure also we organize something big in your country there. So I'm requesting you day to day, please make sure you improve your language. Call me in Esperanto. We know that you guys will have other engagement. But as I used to say, I studied computer sciences. I'm an engineer with computer sciences. This is my professional. But also I have other background. But I cannot say that now Esperanto is taking me to another level. It's a language. It's another culture. So through Esperanto, now I'm seeing myself as maybe someone who is notable. So please, you will know that people, you have other engagement, but take in your free time, memorize two words. Memorize two words. From there, the two words that you are putting in your head will make sure also all will take you to another place. And those who are here, this is my message. Please try your best, learn new words, as long as it doesn't take you time. You spend much time reading nonsense messages. You go on TikTok, you go on status, you can spend even hours looking status for others. And if I ask you at the end of the day, what have you gained? Nothing. So try to educate yourself to be a good reader. If you're a good reader, you will be nourishing your brain. And if your brain is well saved, automatically you are seeing yourself flying far from. So please allow me to stop by here, and I expect that maybe next week we shall see also on the same page, so that also we give time to start making sure we took time to speak. I will not prepare anything. Maybe I think next week it might be 1 or 2 pages, but we'll have time to start speaking. So come with some verbs which you memorize and the make sentences. Through them, if they are finishing, we say also make sure also you improve and bring others. Okay. So we are on that page. Okay. So thank you so much, guys. I think let me wish you, for those who are not at home, because I know that it's a weekend, enjoy with your families. We enjoy with your Sherry Shushu. So let's see, maybe next week. Gis revido carai, mi ege dankas, kai mi gratulas vin pro la fino de la leziono. Dankon, gis revido.
Ĝis bonan nokton.
Okay, I'm asking you guys to leave the meeting so that we can close. Mr. Idi Hussein, Fefo Amina, Ibrahim Mugisha, you can leave the meeting. We have already closed the class.